Attention passionate Detroit, LIONS fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit LIONS fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. What I'm about to tell you is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing and potentially game-changing developments of this NFL season for the Detroit Lions. We're on the brink of a major shift, and it all revolves around a name that might surprise many: Joel Bitonio, the Pro Bowl guard from the Cleveland Browns. Yes, you heard that right. The Lions are reportedly in serious talks to acquire Bitonio, and the buzz is intense. Why would a team like the Browns, struggling at 2-6 and with cap space around $12, $1 million, be willing to part ways with such a key player? And what does this mean for Detroit's ongoing quest for Super Bowl glory? Well, let's dive into the details, because this isn't just about a trade. It's about a potential revolution on the offensive line and a strategic move that could reshape the NFC North landscape. Right now, the Lions sit at an impressive 5-2, showing they're not just contenders. They're genuine playoff material. But anyone who's been watching closely knows that the offensive line, especially the interior, has been a bit of a rotating door lately. Injuries, especially to players like Glasgow, have left Detroit scrambling, and that's where Bitonio's name enters the picture. Imagine adding a player with his experience, his consistency, and his elite blocking abilities. He's 33, but don't let that fool you. Joel Bitonio is a bulldozer inside, with a style reminiscent of the best in the game, like Zeitler at his peak. His technique is impeccable. He's known for precise blocking, and his ability to open lanes in both running and passing plays is elite. His recent stats in 2025 are quite impressive. 8 starts, a PFF grade of 85.3 with 542 snaps. He's allowed 0 sacks, which alone speaks volumes about his pass protection, and his run blocking remains solid with a grade of 83. 7, he's disciplined, with no penalties, only 8 pressures and 2 QB hits all season, and he's played through injuries without missing games. That kind of durability and reliability is exactly what Detroit needs to bolster their interior line for the stretch run and into the playoffs. For those of you who love numbers, Bitonio's career stats are equally compelling. Over 169 games, he's earned 7 Pro Bowls, and his overall PFF grade hovers around 84. 1. He's allowed just half a sack per year on average, which is remarkable for an interior lineman, and his yards per carry allowed on inside runs is only 4.7. He excels in pull blocks, with a success rate of 72%, and his EPA per block is an elite plus 0.21. That's the kind of impact that can elevate an entire offensive line, making it more than just a group of guys blocking. It becomes a cohesive, dominant unit. And when you look at what happened with the Bills this season, after acquiring Morse and boosting the rushing game by plus 150 yards, you start to see how a player like Bitonio could have a similar effect for Detroit, especially in terms of run game efficiency and protecting Jared Goff. Now, the Browns, naturally, are a bit skeptical about parting ways. They're 2-6, and their offense is only averaging about 19 points per game. Their interior D-line, rated with a PFF score of 72.3, has struggled at times, especially in terms of interior EPA, which has dropped by about 16%. The team has invested in youth, and some might say they're in a rebuild mode, making a trade for a veteran like Bitonio a strategic move to gather assets and focus on their future. But for Detroit, this is an opportunity to upgrade their interior offensive line, which has been a concern since the beginning of the season, especially with the pressure allowing blocking rate of around 14%. If the trade happens, it's projected to make a significant impact. Experts are estimating that adding Bitonio could result in around plus 250 rushing yards, a reduction of roughly 4 sacks, and an improvement of about plus 6.8 in PFF's offensive line grade. When paired with Glasgow, who has a PFF grade of 80. 5, the two could form a dominant tandem, reminiscent of the Chiefs, Thuney, and their powerful interior blocking scheme. This would open up lanes significantly for players like Montgomery and Gibbs, boosting their yards per carry by at least 1 yard. And the numbers back this up. When comparing Bitonio to the current guards on the Lions roster, his blocking grade is +2. Two higher, and he allows fewer pressures per game by about 1/4. This would translate into more deep passing opportunities for Goff, who, with better protection, could increase his deep completion percentage by 20%, from around 38% to roughly 58%. That's a game changer, folks. It would mean more first downs, more sustained drives, and an offense that's even more potent than it already is. And let's talk about the bigger picture, the postseason. With a revamped interior line led by Bitonio, the Lions could see their Super Bowl odds improve significantly, moving from around +2,000 to +1,400. That's a substantial jump. Plus, with improved blocking, Detroit's defense gets more rest because the offense sustains drives longer, and the team's ability to handle blitz packages improves by about 17%. Historically, the Lions have made moves to build dynasties on their offensive line. Remember how trades and draft picks in the past transformed teams into Super Bowl contenders? Well, this could be another chapter in that story. Now, what's really exciting is the potential for the Lions to forge an invincible offensive line, akin to the legendary units that have led teams to Lombardi trophies. Adding Bitonio, combined with the existing talent like Glasgow, could make Detroit's front one of the league's best, capable of dominating in both the run and pass game. The NFC North is already a competitive division, but with this move, the Lions could elevate themselves to a level where they're not just contenders but outright favorites. The Browns, on the other hand, might be left looking at their rebuild prospects with some skepticism, especially given how much their current roster depends on youth and their need to find future stars. In conclusion, this isn't just about one player or one trade. It's about a strategic shift, a bold move that could bring stability, experience, and elite blocking to a Lions team that's already on the rise. If the trade goes through, it will be a statement, a clear message that Detroit is serious about contending now and for years to come. This move, if executed, could be the fulcrum that tilts the balance of power in the NFC North and beyond, putting the Lions firmly on the path to Lombardi glory. The potential is enormous, and fans like us have every reason to be excited about what's coming next. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Detroit Lions news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster trade? Do you think Joel Bitonio can be the missing piece to finally push Detroit over the edge and into Super Bowl territory? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Lions. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news. This team is on the rise, and with moves like this, the future looks brighter than ever. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's keep the Lions roaring.